Hey, hey, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back, my beautiful YouTube family. Let me get us clear here. We have some messages wanting to come through. I don't have a whole lot to say. As far as my own personal stuff, I wasn't even planning on coming through or coming on. But yes, like I was saying, there's some messages that are wanting to come through. On that, go ahead and give the video a like. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But yes, if you subscribe to my channel, you will get updates when I hop on live, when I post videos. If you give the video a like, you will contribute your own energy, and then you're more likely to get a personal message, get something out of this for yourself in your own life, however it applies to you. Take what resonates, use what applies, and let the rest fly, I like to say. So on that, ways to work with me is in the pinned comments and description box here on the video. If you're running a personal reading, if you want to start your own wellness journey, all of my links are in, the description box. Like I was saying, I'm getting a little more organized as I'm expanding on expansion, right? Doing more things, wearing more hats, serving in more ways. I'm just, I love the variety. I love hopping from thing to thing, but I need the organization. On to that, I will also put a comment here, and I will pin this. This is just for our private Patreon community, our soul tribe. We will more than likely extend the message in there. Usually we do go a bit deeper in there. Kind of just depends on what spirit tells us. Like I was saying, I was not even planning on coming on today. One thing I will say, throat chakra clearing, crown and third eye always, and nasal drainage for myself. I'm almost to the point where I need to use some Vaseline again. So if you're feeling that, know you're not alone. Things are clearing out. What can you tell us, Spirit? What do the viewers watching need to know? What's going to be most helpful on this expansion? We have the 12/12 portal coming up here tomorrow, along with a new moon in Sagittarius, and then Mercury about to go retrograde. So all sorts of things going on. We're being given the opportunity to, typically new moons are for setting intentions, but I wasn't going to go into this, but I guess I am. Spirit said otherwise. New moons are typically about setting intentions, but on that, with this new moon, with the 12/12 portal, with Mercury retrograde, with our actual calendar year, we're about to step into this new calendar year cycle, right? We're just really being given the opportunity to release anything we don't want to carry with us, let go of baggage, review what we've learned in the past couple months, the past 6 months, especially. So yes, on that, we were really in an extensive relationship review period the last 5 to 6 months to get clear on what we were wanting. Now that we are embodying this new version of us again, right, we require different things. So on that, what can you tell us about this expansion? And our next steps forward, let's just see. Take a break. And the great gathering, yes, a life's work, not a lesson. Get off the treadmill. This was a message for us on a reel just last week. And the great gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe, a reminder, get still, right? Be still, go within. It's all coming together. Trust that you do have time. Time is not running out. Today and tomorrow is the perfect time to be still. Just connect to the other realms, right? Let the light codes and these DNA activations and these cellular shifts take hold. I'm going to do my best to rest more so in the next couple of weeks. A reminder, we are cyclical beings, right? Like, just like with nature, it's almost winter here, which is slow down, hibernation, right? Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Just a reminder, if you get that nudge, you feel like you don't belong, you chose to be here. So just because you feel like you don't belong doesn't mean you aren't supposed to be here, right? It's just a reminder to follow your resonance. Maybe you're not in the right circle, at the right job, in the right relationship, living in the right location, whatever. So yes, maybe you need to make a change. Follow your soul, right? That's a soul nudge. I'm hearing we're never going to be able to find peace in a place we aren't supposed to. What's the word? In a place we aren't supposed to settle. like as in plant ourselves, make our home, create our kingdom type thing. Devotion, yes, tune into the portal of your heart. Again, follow your resonance. Don't follow the crowd. I'm also hearing, don't follow the outside. Don't listen to the external. It matters more your direction, not your speed. There's a lot of people going real fast in the wrong direction. So where are you being called to journey to? Yes, a reminder to follow our own advice. You're not going to get your guidance from an outside source. I've been journaling, reflecting on that all morning. All of these shifts, changes that I've been making in the last couple of years. There was no one outside of me, no outside person that I followed. Of course, I follow people that are further along than me, right? And I'm sure I'm a conglomeration of bits and pieces of all of them, but we're all unique, right? And as far as like quitting jobs before I had the next one lined up, knowing that I needed to make the time for my creations before I knew how I was going to be reimbursed for them, right? Or before I knew how I was going to pay for the roof over my head type thing. Trusting that guidance, again, trusting the unknown before you know the answers. And every good thing that has come for me in the last, well, probably ever, but the most significant shifts for me have been in the last almost 4 years, which that makes sense. I got out of the hole I had been digging myself in, but the best shifts came when I got out of the way, is what I'm trying to say. So trust the niggle. See, we can't make this up. Trust the niggle. Be willing to let go of the thing that's making you miserable, even if it's comfortable because you know it. If it's soul sucking, be willing to let it go. Awakening. It's kind of like, allow these energetic upgrades, the cellular shifts, the DNA activations, the light codes to take place so we're able to see the light. But on that, we can't unsee what we've seen, right? Like you can't, of course, initially when we first wake up, we want to unsee it. And we may live in denial, deceive ourselves, kind of pretend we didn't see, like, I don't want to know type thing. But eventually you get to the point where you realize you can't pretend you don't know. You can't run from it. Trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? What would you let go of? Knowing and trusting that something better was going to come in. I love that story. And honestly, I was planning on starting with another deck or two. So I think that's a beautiful message. So yes, trust the guidance you're receiving. If you're uncomfortable, it's because you're supposed to move. We are not static beings. Energy and motion, it's all things are moving, right? But evolution, expansion is a choice. If we don't learn the lessons, we can continue to repeat the same. That's like the Groundhog Day thing, right? And that's really the lesson we're being asked at this point. Evolve or repeat, expand, learn the lesson, step out of the loops, or continue to live the same day on repeat. That's why you can talk to someone, whether you're out and about, maybe a family member, because we don't all wake up at the same time, not even in the same lifetime. But yes, you can be talking to someone and your life just feels magical and like things are flowing because you are in that flow, right? You are maintaining that centered place within, and their world seems to be amok. Things just continue to go wrong for them. Again, law of attraction, right? What we focus on expands, where our attention goes, energy flows. And a reminder on this exacerbation amplified in these energies, the ones that are doing really well and thriving are going to continue to exceed and continue to thrive more and more. And the ones that are struggling are going to continue to struggle more until they're willing to make a change. And that can be real uncomfortable for those of us that have to watch ones we love who are struggling. But we can't make the change, right? We can embody love. We can detach with love. We can protect ourselves. So we're able to be love. So we're able to have love to give, right? It can be real easy to get sidetracked. Those codependent cycles, think you can save one person. You're putting all your energy there. And number one, you're avoiding your work. And number two, think of all the people that want your help, that want the growth, that are willing, that are missing out on hearing what you have to say if you're hyper-focused on changing one person that doesn't want to change. Okay, we hear you, Spirit. On that, happy, and the fates. Yes. We get to choose to be happy. Don't feel bad about being happy if you have another next to you suffering. They might be triggered by you in the moment, but remind yourself that you are the example. You are showing to them that happiness is possible. Don't wait for happy later. Be happy now, right? Happy is a choice. If you're waiting for some external thing, achievements, money, relationship, job, accolade, yeah, someone to pat you on the back, if that's what it takes, you're going to continue to go round and round in these karmic cycles, loops. So again, expand or go round and round. And on that, I mean, our eternalness, even if we're healing and doing the work, we're going to continue to go round and round, but it'll be more like an onion. We'll get closer to the center. The thing will be smaller. Truth be told. So yes, always this one comes through when spirit is spitting fire. I love that. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm just trying to decide which deck to use. Maybe we'll wrap this up here. Let's get a little bit of a tarot story just to see where we'll take the message in our private soul tribe. We will extend it, I guess, Spirit is saying. Okay. And we have headache, split energy, right? Like being willing to learn a lesson, accept the lesson, accept the loss, and that will bring in our 10 of Cups, our wish fulfillment. I love that. Maybe we'll go a little deeper. We'll get divine masculine and divine feminine energies in our private soul tribe too, because, and yes, this is, you can balance it all, right? But making choices, old or new, walking that middle path. This is like just new beginnings, creation in the physical, so possibilities. But again, do we want to focus on the new, and we need to release that old baggage so we have room and space for the new, trusting that if we follow the nudges and we follow our joy, that the universe will provide. I love it. Double twos here too. And actually, this is the Two of Wands was what I was thinking of initially when this one popped. This is old or new, all the creation potential. Are we going to focus on, again, the thing, the person, the job, the uncomfortable thing, the one thing that we could hyper focus on and try and fix, even though we're experiencing resistance? Or are we going to step into the new? Got an itchy nose here, so maybe somebody's talking about you. Choose balance, choose wisely, right? And step into the new so we aren't repeating those cycles. Again, evolve, expand, or repeat. Evolve or repeat. And this is letting go, 8 of Cups, choosing yourself. This is like the highest act of self-love, letting go, the last of the heavy. And then we have caring, connections, community. This could be soulmate, friendships, people to create with. So there will be the things coming in to replace what we are losing. Trust the tower. Trust if the rug's being pulled out from under you. Trust it. It's one of those things, if you get real honest with yourself, it's probably one of those things where the universe asked you or told you nicely the first couple times. And then it was like, okay, I'm going to handle it for you if you can't. And sometimes that's okay too. Some of my greatest lessons have come from completely losing everything I thought I was, losing my identity, losing my pride, losing my status at one point in the community. So yes, it takes loss. It takes losing things. Our greatest wisdom comes from our wounds, right? When we stop running from them and run towards them. Yes, I love that. And this speaks on this too shall pass. This painful thing is actually the thing that is going to bring in this can mean soulmate, union, partner, but this also means focus on self-love. Pour into you and you will attract that in another. So let this thing go, this thing that's already dying off, and pour into you. Self-love is not selfless, right? The universe will show us what we are worthy of when we believe we are worthy of it, right? Because otherwise, if a thing comes in and we don't believe we are worthy of it, we are going to reject it or find a reason to disbelieve it anyways. And this, again, speaks on being willing to let go of the thing, right? Like trusting yourself. You're not blind. No matter what, you have that internal guidance. You don't need to see with your eyes because you have your eye. Let's see. I think I'm going to reshuffle here. and just see if we get any of those. Let's get just one final closing message here. And then, yeah, like I said, we'll go a little deeper into the individual divine feminine, divine masculine energies here. I would love to hear how these messages are resonating for you. If you needed to hear this, if I feel like we took some twists and turns. I was going to say, there's the Emperor. We're stepping into our power. I was going to say it's definitely not where I intended on the message going today, and help is on the way. But I didn't plan on coming on here. So somebody needed these messages. I'd love to hear if it was you. Oh my gosh, the Emperor again. Okay, so I think that's the message we got to repeat there. The Emperor, we are stepping into our power. Believe in yourself. It's like divine masculine action energy, but aligned action, right? We only take steps forward that feel good. Again, we trust the nudges. We follow our heart. We take the steps before it makes sense, right? You begin to walk the way and the way will appear. If you are needing something, let me know. Wanting a personal message, you want to start your wellness journey. If you want access to the course I created, like I said, all of my links are in the description box, and would love to have you join us in our private soul tribe. We're going to extend it there. Hope to see you.